Hey everyone, it's Raj from 3CB. The Lakers lost to Denver Nuggets for the second consecutive year in the NBA playoffs, and they now face the off-season. The main topic of this video is going to be what the Lakers' biggest need is going forward. It's based not only on this Denver series, but also other teams' makeup that currently are in the West, and also last year's Denver series as well. Before all that, the first thing is going to be, of course, re-signing LeBron James. All indications are that he will re-sign. Specifically, Adrian Wojnarowski has said he's most likely to sign a 2+1 contract with the Lakers. Okay, so getting back to the topic at hand. The major difference in this series last season was the fact, in my opinion, that you could say that Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic together outplayed the duo of Anthony Davis and LeBron James. Not the case at all last year. In my opinion, AD and LeBron were second and third best players in the series behind Nikola Jokic, who is the best player in the world, including in this series. However, what happened is when you look at the depth of the teams, there was a significant difference in output. Specifically, I am looking at the matchup between Rui Hachimura and Michael Porter Jr. MPJ put up nearly 23 points a game and 9 rebounds, shooting over 50% overall, 49% from 3 on 41 attempts, had an offensive rating of 130 and defensive rating of 112. On the other hand, Rui put up 8 points and 4 boards, shot less than 40% for the series, 36% from 3, had an offensive rating of 98 and a team worst defensive rating of 120. In my opinion, that matchup is what really swung the margins towards the Nuggets in a series that was tight. Further, it was not only their matchup specifically, but the fact that Rui was, in my opinion, the worst player of the starters on either team, you could argue of any player really in the series, is that it forced the Lakers, who were missing Christian Wood and missing Jared Vanderbilt, now to go smaller and play their guards. And in that case, that now puts them at a further height and physicality disadvantage, which we saw play out multiple times. For example, with Aaron Gordon trying to contest Michael Porter Jr., trying to help on Jokic, etc., etc. There's a massive domino effect there. You might be saying, well, what if Vando was healthy? So is health the key thing? Well, the problem with Vando, yes, he just gives you the defensive impact, but as we saw in last year's playoff series, is that the Nuggets, they know that he's essentially very, very low confidence offensively. So now it becomes 4v5 on the offensive end. And the Lakers in general struggled in second halves versus the Nuggets to really generate really good offense. So that's a major problem right there. So the key thing for this Lakers team, in my opinion, moving forward, is going to be trying to find a productive two-way 3-and-D wing. I think Max Christie can certainly be that guy if he's given the time. In my opinion, one of Coach Darvin Ham's biggest mistakes was not developing Christie. That being said, he still might not be physical enough to survive in this series versus the Nuggets. The question becomes, can you find a larger, more physical kind of wing hybrid to be able to match up versus MPJ? And further, who has a higher defensive IQ level than Rui does, because there were so many times in this series where Rui's defensive IQ really compromised the Lakers' defensive coverages. 2 examples come to mind immediately, both in Game 5, final 5 minutes. There was a play where Jokic had an off-ball screen for Michael Porter Jr. Rui goes under the screen. He is not focused. MPJ shoots up, easy 3-ball. And again, MPJ was on fire this series. This is in a very tight game. This is in a closeout game for the Nuggets, and Rui still isn't locked in. And then finally, Jamal Murray's game winner, screen and roll with Jokic. Taurean Prince, who actually played quite well, who should be a priority re-signing for the Lakers, he's actually pushing Rui and pointing at Rui to go help Austin on the elbow to take that away. He's anticipating that. Rui is stood there, just solid, looking around, makes no contest, leads to Murray hitting that shot. That really summed up Rui's issues defensively. He's just not there in terms of awareness and in terms of processing information. I think he can still be a key piece on this Lakers team, especially in certain matchups, but versus a Nuggets team whose offense flows so well, in my opinion, they're really second only in recent years to the Warriors in terms of how much stress they put on your defense and how much you anticipate things and have that IQ level. I don't think Rui can really be effective in those series. So the question becomes, of course, now who the Lakers can go out and get, and that's going to be a major question for Rob Pelinka in this summer as he looks to rebalance this roster.